Hello everyone, welcome to UG News Hub. In this video, we'll be talking about the University of Ghana application process. So without wasting much time, we will log into our admission portal, then start the process. First of all, you have to visit the UG admission portal. So you search in any browser at all, you will get this first link here. And you can notice that we have the URL which says apply.ug.edu.gh admission undergrad login, right? So you select that one. You can also select this one. They will all take you to the same place. Once the page opens, you see this disclaimer. I would like you to read them so that you know what is required of you and what to avoid so that you don't become a victim of any kind of fraudulent activity. You accept by clicking OK, then continue to the login. You enter the details, then you log in. After logging in and you've not touched this form, you will notice we don't have this green ticks here. They will all be waiting for you to fill, and after filling and saving, you get this green tick. For the purpose of this video, this form has already been filled and we'll be using this to guide you through your application process. Like I said, the disclaimer is here too as well, so you read the instruction before you continue filling the form. Afterwards, you will not see this application status with this submitted here, right? You see a different way to go about this. Yours is an untouched form, so you see that not completed, that kind of information attached to your application status. Then we'll move from this page, then go to the next page, which is the bio data. So you can use this to navigate through your form. That's this short side menu here, or you can use the next save and continue to also navigate through your form. Or I'll click on the bio data and it will open this way for me to continue. Please note you have all field marked with this asterisk here are mandatory. Hence, if you see any red asterisk attached to a field, it means that field is mandatory and you are supposed to fill it. You can't leave it. So you can see that we have miss here, which is the title, first name and last name, but other names are not available here. It tells you other names are not mandatory, but like first name and surname, these names are mandatory. Every individual is having a first name and a surname and also a title. So you continue with this form and fill it. Where there's some need for us to touch on, we will touch on that one for you. You can see this portion is mandatory, and this address line is a name, right? It's a name. And since you might not know what to provide there, you take the mouse pointer to the question mark there and you get this pop-up which tells you what you are supposed to fill in there. So you can see we have address line 1 should contain name of the recipient. Example, Mr. Mensah, just the name. So here we have a name for the address line. You bring it to this one. You see we have post office box or name of organization. That's why we have Legon WASSCE Senior High School instead of any other person's name, just like we typed in this one. You do same for this, and it says name of town. Then you enter the name of town as in for so Bantama to be the name of town for this particular application. You bring it here. It tells you can contain city or region. It contains the city again and the region, which is central region, of course. Post office, that's the post GPS. If only is available, it's not mandatory, so you can leave it. And also all these forms, all these fields here are not mandatory. You can leave them blank except the first one, which is mandatory. The Ghana card, not everyone is having a Ghana card, so you can still leave this one blank and move to the next one. If you fill in with your particulars, that's your email, your phone number, and you make sure the phone number and the emails are correct, because that's the only means of communication from the university to you. Whether you've gotten admission or anything else they want to communicate to you will be through this email and phone number. The second field is your permanent home. If it's different from your postal address above, you have this address of applicant here and you filled in with your details. But if maybe you are staying elsewhere aside this home, this address details that you provided here, and it's a permanent address, then you are supposed to provide the details to that location too as well. Afterwards, you come to details of sponsor for your studies. Who is sponsoring your studies for you? Is it your dad or your mom? So you provide the details of the person sponsoring your education, the person's email, and also telephone number. They are all required except for the email of the sponsor. Next on the line is parent, guardian, or next of kin information. To provide the next of kin details, the person who will be taking care of you, the person's phone number, occupation, address, you follow, any form of disability, are you employed? So if yes, you select yes. If no, it means this next field here are not applicable because it's no. But if it's yes, then you are supposed to fill in with the nature of your employment and the name of address of the employment. After filling this portion, you click on the next, that's the save and continue. But if you think you might have to continue later, then you save and exit. This will log you out. So I'll save and continue. Entry information. You are entering into the university. Which part of it are you entering? Which year? You click on this. This is the only year applicable here. So you select 2025, 2026. The certificate that you are coming in with, that's the WASSCE certificate, and also the category of the application that you are using. That's the application type. Bachelor's, diploma. Depending on what you want. After that, you save and continue. Secondary or high school attended. This is your educational information. This is where you fill in with your SHS and your NOVDEC details and all the certificate details that you have. Yes, I attended a secondary school or high school. You select the region, the year, the name of the school, qualification obtained, that is the set, and also the mode of application. Alright, so right after that, then past tertiary institution attended. So this part is for those who have already attended a tertiary institution already, like those with maybe diploma or any other tertiary institution they want to upgrade in using. This is where you fill in with your results. So if you are waiting past SSC, WASSCE, and any kind of certificate that you have that you want to come to the University of Eugene with, this is where you provide your certificate details so that you can be accepted. The University of Ghana accepts 3 settings. That's 3 different certificates, and it's not only one that is considered in giving you your program or admission, but all 3 are considered, and they are pegged across the results that you are having, the certificate that you are having, to provide you with the admission you need. Hence, if you have any certificate, NOVDEC, WASSCE, SSC, and any other certificate that you are applying with, you fill in here accordingly as your first sitting, second, and your third. You select your exams type, your index number. That's all you need to provide, and they will be able to get your result. It's not like other universities that you have to provide the grades that you have. You select whether it's the main, that's the school, or NOVDEC, that's private. If you move from here, since we have one sitting and it's already filled, you will save and you will continue. This is where you also find your program, the program that you are interested in. This is where you find it. So please take note of field marked with this asterisk here are mandatory. So you select the program. This is your SHS program that you did, and also your electives that you did already. Since they are having your certificates, they will know the core and know the course, your grades you had for the core subject. You will come straight here and you select your first program. You click on the campus. This is Legon main campus. This is where all the programs are done. In fact, every program you get it there, and you have to go to Accra, Legon, for you to be able to do this, do the program that you want to do. And when you select main campus like this, main campus, you can see this field here is gone, right? So I'm supposed to select my first choice, that's my program. Then my second program choice will be here. But in some cases it becomes difficult for the applicant to know where to select. We want distance. When you select Kumasi campus, the options that can become different from this one. This is where you select your program. Any option that you select from here will give you different interface result. So this part of it, we want distance. When you select distance, you will be given a place to choose. That's the center that you want to do your distance education. So we have the Cape Coast, Accra, Koforidua, Sunyani, Tamale, different places that you can do your distance education. But if you select the main campus as Legon, the interface will be different. Alright. And you are allowed to select up to 3 programs. And in case you don't meet the regular cutoff point for the first choice, would you like to be considered for fee paying? Fee paying can be expensive. So if this is the program that you want to do and you don't meet the requirement, you still want to do it, then do you want to be considered for fee paying? If yes, you select yes. If no, the university will decide. But if you don't meet it and you want to be considered for fee paying, the university can still give it to you and you pay the fees. You select your second choice too, the kind of program, campus that you want to be. You can select any of these campuses or your regular distance, and also you select the campus that you want to be. After selecting Bachelor of Arts is a broad program, and within Bachelor of Arts, we have other programs under it. So you have Bachelor of Arts Public Administration, Sociology and Information Studies. You also have Bachelor of Arts Professional Development, Human Resources and Information Studies, Bachelor of Arts Information Studies, Human Resources and Psychology. So it depends on what you want to do. You can continue and select other Bachelor of Arts programs that you might want to do. So since you selected Bachelor of Arts, you will have other sub options that you have to select from. It depends on the program. Then we also have this last part, which is the Bachelor of Science Information Technology. This one don't require any sub options like we have for Bachelor of Arts. So after it all, then you click on the agree, then you save and continue. Here is where you have to upload your profile picture, right? And there's a required size that the university need, which is written up here that the image size should be less than 500 kilobytes. And these are the dimensions required of the image. The minimum is 100 by 100 and the maximum is 600 by 800. If you're having troubles or any challenge uploading your image, you can crop it using this photo tool here so that you can resize it to suitable size that you can upload. Then you upload it here. Then after, you click on next to check the summary of whatever you've provided. If everything is intact, you check the program that you want to do. If it's intact and they are all distance. Your educational background, you can still edit your entry and also your bio data. You can edit any of them and proceed with your application. So if every detail here is correct and you are certain of whatever you've provided, then you can accept and print proof by clicking on accept and print proof. This is your bio data, and I confirm that every information that I've provided is accurate. Application is completed and have successfully been submitted to the university. You may still make changes to your application until the deadline. Thank you for applying to University of Ghana. Then you print your proof. So this tells you, though you are done with the application process, unlike other universities, since the deadline isn't yet due, you can still make edits or changes to your application. Maybe you want to change your program, you can still come and change it and submit the application again till 31st of October, which is the deadline for University of Ghana application. When you get this interface like this, you can print this by using a keyboard shortcut Control P, so that you'll be able to print and have a copy saved on your machine. After submitting and completing the application, you can go back to confirm if all the details have been submitted. So when you go back, you can refresh the page, then check the application status. You see that the application process is on complete instead of incomplete as we checked for the first time. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this application guide. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.